You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand, episode 97 called Hot Kopics podcast with myself, AGT, and Mario. Super Mario. How are we, man?
Good, maybe. Yeah, not very good, but tired, you know.
It's
A bit frustrated as well.
It's been a very frustrating weekend. I
Very.
think we can all agree with that. Before we deep dive into the following 10 hot Kopics, we will get into liking the video, commenting with your thoughts on what's happened, and then obviously we go and speak about subscribing on YouTube. Close to 40k. We did get over the 37k mark the other night after the game. Obviously we've got Arsenal 3 times in their next 7 games, so you know we're going to be looking to ramp that up to 40. So subscribe if you haven't already, and on Mario's side of things, the audio listeners, what do they need to do?
They have to follow it and give us a 5-star rating.
Is the mic on? People in the chat saying it's the room audio, not the mic.
Can you hear me now?
It is on. It is on from this side. Let us know if you're hearing us all right. Listen, man, difficult weekend that one.
Very.
Especially when obviously Mario and I were extremely confident, and I think we've been humbled by our own team a little bit. You know, you said 8-0.
I went
5,
too far, yeah, I know.
You know, and it was 0-0. So yeah, it's unbelievably sad that, to be honest. Me and Mario, massive egg on our faces. I was absolutely cooked on the weekend roundup on DR Sports, as was Doyle. Flex laughing in my face. It was difficult, Mario. The fallout from the game has been quotes, you know, chucked away by a throwaway quote really from Roy Keane about how Van Dijk was arrogant and, you know, how
Listen,
you know,
who is
only
talking
one
about.
team came to win. Virgil fired back, and I don't think he was lying. I think he was right. It's just obviously Roy Keane didn't want to hear that, and for him to talk about arrogance is
Exactly.
it's crazy.
Exactly.
Have a bit of self-awareness there, fella. But yeah, the fallout from the game. You're at the game. Talk to me about the day, because I wasn't there, obviously.
Yeah, Alex, it was an unbelievable start. First 10-15 minutes, all the crowds, all the effort we put, all the energy, the incredible high tempo, every single moment, every single chance we had, all the supporters were incredible roaring and like buzzing and you know, support the lads. Then from the minute 15, after that, I don't know what's happened. Everything dropped down. The last performance, the crowd as well, which is in game like that can happen. And I don't know, mate. Obviously, we controlled the whole game. We had the game in our hands. We did everything, and they defend all the time. So obviously, it's our fault if we didn't win. But let me say that. You know, my consideration about Liverpool, Man United is them two the greatest teams, the most important teams in English football. But since Sunday, I lost that. For me, Man United is not anymore a big club. I'm telling you why. Seriously, I'm serious. That when you come to Anfield with that attitude to defending, and then your supporters and the players celebrate 1 point in Anfield, means you are for championship. Doesn't mean that they have to go in championship to play, but that attitude, that mentality, mediocre mentality, you celebrate a point in Anfield when you have to play footy. Come to Anfield
If
and
Derby
play
did
footy.
that, or Sheffield United, or
Burnley or Norwich or
Norwich,
exactly,
or
yeah, that's
Portsmouth, I don't know.
exactly. All these teams.
Yeah, then you'd be like, fair enough, that's a great result for them. But I agree, the celebrating was obviously massively overdoing it. And it just shows that. But the thing is, I think real United fans know they're in the mud. They know that their standards have dropped. They know that they're not what they used to be. So they will celebrate this because they aren't what we grew up with, the team that kind of ruined our childhoods, if I'm honest, in terms of them winning everything. So Flex told me, we know our standards are rubbish, and that's why we're celebrating. So that's just a reflection of how far they've fallen in the last 10 years.
Exactly. So they don't deserve our respect as a big team. They don't deserve the respect of top 6, top 7, top 8 teams, wherever you want to. Aston Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham, they're bigger than Man United. That's it. That's the reality. If you celebrate in Anfield with 1 point, you don't deserve our respect. That's it. Simple as that. So you say something absolutely right. I can accept a behavior like that, a performance like that from any, let's say, bad team. You mentioned some teams, with all respect from these teams. But when you're Man United, you're coming to Anfield, and 97% of the time you defend, and the other 3 you try to waste time, mate. Come on. Yes, obviously we didn't win the game. It's our fault. But mate, it wasn't impossible. Go through, find spaces, try to create. It was just impossible, mate. You watch the game on the telly, probably you understand more than me, because when you're watching in the Kop from the first row, obviously you understand. But when you're attacking on the other side, you don't know exactly what's happened. So it's just embarrassing. Man United performance on Sunday is embarrassing for them history, for someone like Sir Alex Ferguson. I've got massive respect for Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't like him, but massive respect. As a manager, as a legend of the English football, I lost that respect for all environment of Man United. I'm honest, mate, seriously.
No, I respect it, man.
Absolutely. They can blame me, they can tell me whatever they want. I don't care. Liverpool, Man City, that's the biggest game now. The most important teams. United, they dropped down. I'm sorry. I had more respect last year when they lost 7-0. Had more respect for them because they play footy. They came in Anfield, they play footy. Yeah. They didn't last day, so...
35 shots we had. Obviously, none went in. But when you look at, and I called this out on the TV, actually, I was a bit nervous about it happening. But the fact that they made us switch sides when they won the toss, obviously, we like to kick into the Kop in the second half. They kind of switched it around, so we'd have to do that in the first half.
They did it on purpose.
Of course they did. But if I was them, that's what I would do as well. But in the end, I wouldn't say it's cost us. But it's definitely, it does have a mental effect. If you're playing at any level, I remember playing football Sundays, and if you'd lose the toss and the ref says switch sides, you'd half go playing into the wind or downhill or whatever it is. You try and get that advantage, and they got that. But having said that, the first 5 minutes, I think we had 4 corners. You're thinking, it's a matter of time.
Here we go.
It's a matter of time before we get that first goal. It obviously never came. So... yes, it's embarrassing from them, but it's also embarrassing from us that we couldn't beat a shit Manchester United team. We couldn't do that. And they are shit. They did not come to play football, as we know, but they've just been battered by Bournemouth at home. They've been beaten by Bayern Munich. If you said to me at the start of the week, one team isn't going to beat them, I would have said Bournemouth. But we were the team that couldn't beat them. And that's embarrassing for us. It is. And that's the level that we're at. We're up here. They're here. So it is embarrassing to not score or not beat them. So, yeah, I'm not going to be predicting 5 or 6-0 or 8-0 against Manchester United again. That's for sure. Listen, we got caught up in the moment, Mario, man. We saw what happened last year. I'm still filming, mate. I told my dad that scoreline. He went, no way, it's going to be a draw. There's just no way that happens again, if not worse. And it didn't. So there's people in the chat here saying that, the predictions were a bit silly. There's loads of you locked in, by the way, so make sure you're smashing that like button. All right, we've got loads of hot Kopics to get through. Shout out to Techers Dave. He says, evening lads, AGT and Super Mario. He says at the end there.
What was that?
Mario Jackson. Yes, Mario, it's the Flash Man, says Michael. What does the Flash Man
mean? My colleague in Amalia a long time ago.
Shout out to Michael.
Nice one, lads.
There's a comment here from John Rooney. It says, no more stupid predictions, please.
Okay, fair enough. We take the responsibility. We take it. I mean, we can admit that we went too far. I went too far. I can say that. That's what if you ask me if we're going to do today the score prediction, I'm going to tell you the same result. But obviously, I don't agree exactly.
Because that's what I felt at the time. I did think 2 minutes in, we get a goal. That's just what I thought would happen.
Same.
But yeah, obviously we won't be doing that again.
But yeah, fair enough. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, yeah.
Shout out to Hannah. She says, I'm still gutted about the result. 2 wins needed this week to cheer us all up. Good news about Gravenberch, Mac and Jota all back soon. We're going to come to the injury news. But shout out to Hannah for that comment. Van Dijk was absolutely right. Keane can go and cry alone at home, says Waka Waka. Great name. Tony Montana. They're all in tonight, aren't they?
Sonny Montana, Hannah Montana.
Oh, No, Tony Montana.
For
Not
sure.
Hannah Montana. He says El Hadji Nunez. That is.
Oh.
No, come on, man.
Yeah, we will talk about that as well.
We'll speak about the misfiring strikers and the fact that Hannah said it is a massive week. We've got West Ham and Arsenal tomorrow night and Saturday. Tekers says, I had a feeling this game was going to be difficult. Our fans were way too cocky. It's still a rivalry. We're not going to smash them 7-0 every time. Shout out to you. Sam says, lads, I don't know if it was just me, but if I'm watching any other YouTubers that say like, comment, and subscribe, I automatically hear Super Mario saying it. Say it again.
What I have to say?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Hey, he's getting there. Good, boy. Great fan camps as well from you, by the way.
Nice one, bro. Thank you.
Work.
My mood was horrible.
Yeah, but you still give us the content. Tim, all the way from America, he's always locked in. Shout out, Tim. Says, Mario's body language looked like he is very, very worried about the current misfiring Liverpool at the minute. Again, we're coming on to that very soon. Greetings and salutations to one and all, says Vase of Flowers. What the hell is a salutation?
Salutation. Yeah. Salute in Italian means salute. Yeah. No, salute is healthy, but salute in Italian, saluto means greeting. Just like that.
Shout out. Never heard that one. Big up to you. We too were shambolic, to be fair, says Criminalistic. Hey. And Joey R, all the way from New York City, says, big up AGT. The Mancs celebrate the point and we move on. Taking care of Arsenal and those 3 points who never walk alone. And there's loads more to get through. We'll come back to these in a bit.
That's going to be a great game against them, against your mates, Gunners.
Against all my mates that are coming up, man. It's going to be unbelievable.
That's going to be a great game. They play footy like us. So it's going to be a great game.
No way that game is 0-0.
No way. No way.
It's impossible.
No way, mates.
It's impossible. Right. Hot Kopic number 2 is the misfiring strikers. Here's a stat that isn't nice to read or listen to. Since returning from the international break, November, Liverpool's forwards have scored a combined 5 goals in 7 matches, and 4 of those were against Lask.
That's heavy.
That's maybe the worst stat I've heard from us this season, and that's Diaz, Jota, Nunez, Salah, and Gakpo.
To be honest, Alex,
we are misfiring though, aren't we? We're not scoring as much. We are misfiring. This isn't a myth. We are missing chances. We always miss chances, but we at least come away with 2 or 3. But maybe I don't want to overreact though, because we've got, games at home to put that right. But that is not nice.
No,
it's not.
Do you remember beginning of the season, we were happy with our strikers and everyone used to score?
They started really well.
Everyone used to score. The only one player I can't blame, probably the only 2 players I can't blame at the moment, that's Mo Salah, who is goal contribution every game is massive between goal and assist. And obviously Jota, who is not playing, is injured. So, but obviously Darwin Núñez, Gakpo, Luis Diaz as well. His form is not that form from what we expect. Especially Darwin Núñez. Let's mention Darwin Núñez, mate. We talk 1,000 times. We love him. Yeah, we support him. We believe in him. Mate, it's time to wake up. Seriously, it's time to real wake up because. I take the fact that he's running his passion, but sometimes he needs to play with brain, mate. He hasn't got the brain. It's heavy to say he hasn't got the brain. He's got the brain, but mentally he's weak. And I'm scared of that because the most important part of the footballers, it's when you're strong here and then when you're strong here. That's the most important part. So far, Núñez, we know that potentially he's unbelievable. Season and a half here, I'm not seeing nothing.
I don't think he's him though. From when he did headbutt, his mental strength over the summer, he's gone away with Uruguay, done really well, started really well.
Leave it to Uruguay, that's different.
I know, but I agree. I think it's 2 in 13 since that Newcastle game.
Yeah, mate, for a number 9, it's
not good enough. Obviously.
I prefer sometimes he's running less, helping less midfielders. But having more energy, more, energy, more like he has to be like fresh in front of the net and scoring goals. Mate, against Man United, he's been caught offside like 10 times.
That was,
that can't be real, mate.
The offside thing has got to stop, and that does tie into the football IQ and
can't be real,
and knowing how to curve your runs and
football IQ. Onside. Well said, football IQ.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it is getting better. I still do believe. But what I did think was by Christmas time he'd be on 15 goals already, and he's not. So I still believe, obviously, I do think he struggles against the low block, if I'm really honest. There really was not much space behind Manchester United because of how low they defended. But at the same time, the half chances that he did have, you've got to be putting them away.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm still there with him. I'm still right behind him. And I think West Ham, he'll get chances. He needs to score in that game. He has to score tomorrow night. And I do think if I was to choose a game where maybe on reflection after we've drawn 0-0 to United, if I could choose a game, Arsenal or United, where the game's more suited to him to score, it's Arsenal. Because they'll
come out.
In the comments about Darwin Núñez, a great video of him this morning with Tony, what's his name? Awawi with the teeth. Paul, what's his name? John May. John May. He was in the car with Darwin, Curtis, and Gakpo. It's a good video.
The taxi
he loves the people. He's settling in off the pitch, but we need him to start. Just be ruthless. Sometimes don't even celebrate the goal. Pick the ball up, take it back, and go and score another one.
What I mean, the football IQ, sometimes he's not strong here. That chance, then he could just score a goal and try, and he stopped. He stopped to complain with the referee.
And that's what you hear when you're that makes the difference, play to the whistle. Like, you hear that when you're in under-9s teams, It's frustrating. I mean, obviously the handball one I didn't think was a pen, but that one I did think, I know he touched it first, but I've seen them given. I hate to say that awful football cliche, but I have seen them given. But yeah, I saw a video pop up of him today against us for Benfica. Do you remember after that game? I said,
"Leave it. That's just insane that been unit."
No, but listen, do you remember that game? I was watching it with you, and after the game, I said,
mean the 3-3 at Anfield?
Yeah,
of course I do remember it.
Yeah, but after the game, I said on the fan cam, whoever that bloke is, Darwin, whoever he is in the number 9 shirt, that is one of the best away performances I've ever seen from a striker at Anfield. That's the Darwin. I think he scored 2 on the night and an offside goal.
So he scored 3 goals, 2 disallowed. One was regular. He created probably 5-6 chances, and he scored a little chip on Alisson. And Alisson stood. He was like that. Yeah. And I say, what?
Wow,
what is that?
Yeah.
I never see something like that.
That's what we need. Shout out to Charles, who says Darwin looked world class at Benfica. What the hell is happening with him since he's come to Liverpool? I think as Darwin's English is improved, so will his game. I feel at the moment he cannot fully grasp what's asked of him, says RM. Right behind him, AO pause. There was a little bit of a pause, but this isn't back again with troops. This is the Kop TV. We don't pause as much.
After 10 minutes, he's been caught offside. Get the ball, kick it out, yellow card. And then 80 minutes you play.
Yellow card. And when he was...
He deserved it.
He could have got 2 yellows.
Same.
He could have got 2 yellows for that. That's what Dallo did. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But we like him, we love him, we believe in him.
Yeah, of course.
Still.
And I know I said this the other day, but I do think he scores against West Ham. I do think he gets chances against Arsenal.
I wish, bro.
Pick it up, Darwin. Vamos, chico, eh? Avante, vamos.
I tried to speak with him in Spanish in the 2-3 times he came next to me, like on the Kop side, saying, "Vamos la pelota, hermano," stuff like that. Probably he heard me because I was very close to him. But
do you remember when we did that last season with him, and we watched their warm up super close?
Oh, against Southampton.
And I was going, "Vamos, Darwin, vamos." He's like,
"Yeah, against Southampton." Yeah. Yes.
No, I do love him.
The only one game Alex came last season. Heavy Dalat.
He's sausage. Wasn't that because I was in Qatar? I know that was before Qatar.
The last game before Qatar.
What are you on about? I came to loads of games last season.
No, last season, yes.
Probably went to more away games than you as well. Ooh.
I want to come
there tomorrow and Saturday, so that's 2 in a row.
I want to come against Arsenal away, FA Cup.
Yes.
I want to come.
We should try and do that.
I want to come. I will try to get tickets from, I don't know how.
Yeah, get me one. And
Inshallah.
Inshallah. But yeah, let's not talk about that because it's depressing. All that needs to solve this depression, just start scoring goals. The strikers.
Simple as that.
How many times have we seen a midfielder, a defender score recently? Let's just get it back to normal. I want to see Diaz. I want to see Darwin, Gakpo, Salah all scoring if they can. AGT, are you coming to Arsenal at home? Says Riku, I am, my friend, and I will see you. Big up to you for your fan cam. That was very honest, Riku.
Oh, Riku, Riku all the time when I come there, bro, can I do it straight away? I've got to train.
Yeah,
Riku, you good lad, but relax a little bit, lad, you know. Just relax,
if he's got to get the train.
No, he's boss. I like him, but just chill out a little bit.
Coming from you.
Let me breathe, lad, you know, sometimes. I didn't even say hello to Jack, and he's already jumping on me. Hi, bro, can I do this? But good lad, good lad. Big up, bro. Big up, Rico. Calm down.
James Davison says, I love Darwin, but even when you compare him to Origi had key defining moments in the season. Darwin needs to improve, and time is not on his side anymore, sadly. This is football at the highest level. I agree and disagree. The time on his side, bro, he's 22. He has time on his side. It's 24. Just whether... Is he 24?
1999. June 1999.
Is he?
June 1999.
He's 22. Sure. Damn. Well, you know all that stuff off by heart. I mean, all right, he's 24. He's got time on his side, but I agree. At a top club, do you get given that time? Wearing that number 9 on the back of your shirt. I hope for everyone's sake he does and he turns it around, but that literally has to start tomorrow night. He can't go another game without scoring when he's our main man. I've calmed down, says Captain Sal. Now I'm giving Nunez and Diaz till the end of the season to step up and start scoring, or else sell them in the summer if they can't score.
No. Calma,
tranquilo.
Sembra Rico, calma.
Joder, no me joda. Ali says, AGT, are you doing a fan debate with AFTV on the Arsenal game? I'm actually up here now for Christmas. So I won't be in the studio in London until like the 29th, I think. So I've got a nice 10 days off, which is nice.
Can't believe.
Well, not off, but in Liverpool, enjoying myself. But we will have massive preview with Robbie coming out the studio on Thursday with Doyle. And then again, I'll be doing super fan debates before the other game and the FA Cup game against them as well. So yeah, loads of AFTV stuff to come in the next week or so for sure. I wanted to get into the next hot topic now. Let's go to my notes, which is the Anfield Atmosphere. Mario, you were there. What is what they're saying online, in person, Neville Carragher, about the atmosphere true? Because you were there. Give me a minute by minute kind of breakdown, and then how happy or disappointed were you with the atmosphere, if this is true? Because I wasn't there. So you tell us. What was the atmosphere like on Sunday?
First 15-20 minutes, very similar to Real Madrid.
Really?
Liverpool Real Madrid in the first 20 minutes.
Every corner, it was big.
We scored 2 goals against Madrid. We haven't scored any goals against United, but that was the atmosphere in that way. Incredibly massive, or unbelievable. Like every single chance, even like when we won like a throw-in and we won a corner, we won a challenge, we won a cycle. It was roaring. It was unbelievable. Seriously, amazing. Then, Alex, all of a sudden, something happened in there. I don't know what. And the atmosphere dropped down. And the performance as well dropped down.
That's our fault, though.
Why? I don't know.
No, that's the players' fault. That's what I'm saying. That's the players'
fault. Probably. I don't know.
Because I agree, after 15 minutes, it was a bit like...
I don't know.
And that's credit to them.
I don't know.
What do they say when you go to Anfield away? Kill the crowd first 15 minutes.
But even if you don't play good, we have to support the lads for 90 minutes.
100%. What was it like with the new stand partially open, an extra 7,000?
I'm honest, too far. Right. I was, in the Kop. I don't know. I mean, I didn't hear them at all. That's too far. So we play with 57,000 supporters for the first time after 50, 60 years. And the atmosphere in the beginning was unbelievable. Then we just dropped down. I don't know why. Even same situation. Sometimes people around me in the Kop, they did. I don't want to say like some people they don't care to support, because it's not nice to say that, but it looks like that. Some people I don't know. I knew it that for sure. If you will score 1 goal, then could be something unbelievable. But without scoring, we have to support. Probably can't score in the last minute with Castle. I mean, like, anytime could happen. I don't know. Probably we knew it. Players, crowds, we knew it that it's going to be like that today. They're going to park the bus. It's going to be, like you kicking the ball on the wall and you can't break it through. So, I don't know, mate. But obviously, I'm sad. I'm gutted about this situation. You know how much I love the Kop and the atmosphere, and I was screaming, shouting myself, of course, all the time, reacting and stuff. Sometimes, but Man United game of the season. It was game of the season. Now it's not anymore. We need support. We need to stay next to the lads.
A lot of people have said
them.
loads about this, to be honest. Liverpool fans, rival fans, they're saying the atmosphere isn't what it was. I mean, I hate to say it, but you even look back to like 2006-07 and the atmosphere, the Kop is totally red. Every single, and I'm not saying you have to wear a Liverpool shirt to go to the game.
It's part of it.
But I don't. But I'll take a scarf or something and I'll make it, you know, a little bit red or whatever. But you go there and the Chelsea semi-final, unbelievable atmosphere. Maybe the best apart from the 04-05 one. But yeah, a lot's been said about it. And you know what? As a Liverpool fan, Champions League. Mm-hmm. As a Liverpool fan, you know, you hear all these amazing, famous quotes from Wenger. There's one stadium in the world you don't want to go to. It's Anfield. Mourinho, Ferguson. Every single player Guardiola. Every single big player that has played at Anfield in a big game will tell you that atmosphere is unbelievable. And as a Liverpool fan, obviously rival fans say to us, it goes quiet after you never walk alone and all this stuff, right? It almost, I blindly defend it because I know I've been in that stadium hundreds of times, as of you. When it gets there, it gets there. And it is spine-breakingly unbelievable sometimes. You feel it in your bones. But too often, it isn't like that. And it's hard to admit it as a Liverpool fan because obviously, you know, we would like to think we've got the most kind of incredible fans on a match day around the world. But at the same time, it's tough to admit it, but it isn't up to it a lot of the time. But how do you fix that? What do you do?
Some people told me these days that it's too many tourists. Too many tourists, they come to Anfield to visit and they don't support. I don't know if it's like that. I don't agree because I know people coming from, you know, Norway and countries like that, Sweden, Denmark, they obsessed, they crazy about Liverpool and they support for sure. I don't know. I don't think it's
because there's been some.
It's not kind of.
I saw today. I think it was Gareth Roberts, formerly of the Anfield Rap. He said you should bring the young boys' pen back in the Kop, so it would be like a 2,000 or 3,000 kind of young boys because they used to have that in the 80s in the Kop in the 90s. The kind of young boys' pen, and that's kind of what Arsenal have done recently with the Ashburton Army. They've kind of given them drums and said, create a big atmosphere in this section, and then hopefully it spreads all around. The Kop needs to be the stand that starts everything off, in my opinion, in terms of the songs. But listen, man, I'm going to be there on Saturday. That atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. I'm sure it is, because it's, again, a big game.
Massive game.
But, yeah, I mean, we've got some comments here. Criminalistic says, crowd didn't do enough. Charles says, the roof will explode on Saturday night. Arsenal is going to be in for a massive surprise. Every single fan will sing and be on it from minute 1 to 90. Alié says it's the players' fault, though. Let's be real. Play well for the fans to support you. That's what I think as well. We didn't give them enough. I mean, if we gave them one goal, it would have been suffocation time. And you get 2, 3, 4. And that's when you do start taking the piss out of the Manx. But because we never got that first one and because we could see so clearly what United were planning on doing, it was a bit like, oh, from what I saw anyway. We expected early goals, says RM. And the longer the game went on, United dug in. The frustration showed with the crowd. Yeah. I agree. Day Kim says, when Mario says shouting himself, he sounds like he's saying sharting himself. Do you know what sharting is? Shart? Think about it. What's a fart? You know what a fart? Shart.
Okay.
You know what this is?
Know. But it's not like that. I didn't mean that.
No, but you know what a shart is, yeah?
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I don't want to mention it, but yeah. No, I mean, shout, support, scream.
Shout, support,
shout. Yeah.
Help the boys. Throw it on the pitch if you can. Yeah. Get down all the ones.
Behind the lads, always the 12th man. It's not anymore the 12th man. Man, if you watch on YouTube, Liverpool Saint-Etienne 1977, that crowd.
My mom was at that game.
Seriously? Oof, lads, come on. 28,000 people just in the Kop. Come on, mate.
Joke.
Obviously, different times, everything was standing, no seats.
Charles says 65% of the stadium is foreigners. Criminalistic says, so we're blaming the tourists now. That's sad. That's not what Mara said. He said he doesn't believe that, by the way.
No,
Anfield has had tourist fans for decades. That's not an excuse. You speak to diehard Barcelona fans like Nico or Ale, who I worked with in DR. They're saying the new camp, obviously it's not the new camp right now. They're playing in the Olympic Stadium. But the new camp's full of tourists and there's no atmosphere there. Real Madrid's probably the same. The big clubs are obviously going to attract that kind of, fan from afar that dreams one day of going there. But I don't get this whole thing of could have had that ticket. I don't get that, because if they wanted to go, they would have gone. So I don't believe necessarily we need more Scousers in there. Obviously, the team is in Liverpool. The more kind of locals that go to the game, the better. But ones that sit at home and say, oh, that's because they're foreign, I don't necessarily agree with that. No. Captain Sal says it's the old folk that don't shout and sing, I bet. AGT, you got cooked on DR. Why do you let them cook you? Because I predicted we were going to win 6-0, mate. Obviously, I'm going to get cooked. I had a clown face on and
the clown face. I saw
filter.
that.
I got cooked, but I stood there and held it. I stood there and held it like a real man. Bad man. Tony Montana says, FFS lol. Shout out to you. Please cook Robbie on Thursday, AGT. I'll be watching. I won't be on that show. Doyle will. So Doyle will cook him. Trust me. And then I'll cook him outside Anfield after we smash them 3-1. See? A bit more realistic, that one.
3-1 is good. I take that.
I did say to him, would you take a 2-2 now? And he said, yeah.
You take what?
Would you take a draw now? And he said, yeah, I'd take it. But obviously,
they scare you first, lads.
Riku is nervous about the Arsenal game. Do you think Gakpo should get a run in the front line now? We're going to speak about that. And more seats than ever, but the side effect is more once-in-a-lifetime tourist destination. I do hear that as well. Right, let's get on to the next hot topic. It's the big West Ham game tomorrow night. I did a preview on the channel yesterday with Jamie Boyce, who's a big West Ham fan. He thinks they're coming to win 2-1. He said this is a great time to play at Anfield. What do you think of that?
I think it's very important competition. The Carabao, we're gonna rotate some players. We had United 2 days ago. We've got Arsenal in 4 days. So in 6 days, we've got 3 massive home games. And I think probably 9 out of 11, we're going to rotate them. We're going to put completely different team. But it's going to be tough. They're going to come probably with their best 11. They will try, because this is the only one trophy probably they can achieve this season, West Ham.
They're in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, but
yeah,
let's be realistic, mate. Europa League is already sorted. Yeah, come on, lads. Let's be honest. This is being
AC
realistic.
Milan are in there now. AC Milan are there.
No way, mate. No. AC Milan, Roma. The only one team can give some trouble is Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, very good team.
In the final game, I'm talking about double leg. No way.
Yeah,
we are better. Final. So they're gonna play.
But look at their last game, Kudus. What a player he is, by the way.
Ajax. Yeah.
Wow, what a player. Kudus.
He scored against us last season, you remember?
He did, but he scored 2 the other night, left foot and right foot, and then Bowen, who's now playing as a striker.
Bowen is boss.
He is a boss player. We've obviously been linked with him in the past, but a very good player. Scores 10 already this season, more than Nunes. So they're going to come full strength. I think you're looking at Zuma, Emerson, Soufal, Souček, James Ward-Prowse. Souček scored 9.
As a midfielder.
Yeah. James Ward-Prowse has scored about 7, about 5 assists.
All of them more than Nunes.
And then you've still got Paquetá, who got 3 assists the other day.
What a player.
What a player. How can West Ham go and lose 5-0 away at Fulham and then win at the weekend? And they obviously beat Arsenal to get into this as well. Very up and down team, but it's going to be a very tough game tomorrow night.
If I'm honest with you, Alex, my thoughts are on Saturday against Arsenal. I want to win tomorrow.
If we don't win tomorrow night, Saturday becomes a lot harder, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, because it's that home momentum. You've got to win every single home game. So I hear what you mean, though. The Saturday game is bigger than this game, but this one is before the Saturday game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly.
So that's now the biggest game that we focus on.
I'm curious to see the Jurgen Klopp initial formation because he's gonna, rotate many players. So
do you reckon? I think it's going to be a really strong team. We could see the likes of Curtis, Elliott starting. Obviously, people in the chat here asking, will Endo start? It's a big game, so you have to start your strongest. Szoboszlai hasn't been playing that well in the last couple of games. So is there
even more, Alex?
Even more?
Even more than a couple of games.
Yeah, more. Yeah, he's been...
No, Mo try at least, yeah.
I think before the Chef game, we were asking those questions, and then he scored. But then since that, he's not been great. So, yeah, strong lineup I'm going for. Give us your score prediction for the big game tomorrow night at Anfield. What time's that game tomorrow?
8 o'clock. 2-1 for us.
2-1.
If any draw, straight penalties, yeah?
Straight
penalties.
to extra time.
Extra time?
Is it straight to pens?
No, I think penalties.
Straight to pens. Oh, shit. Don't know if
it's Carabao. Penalties.
Straight
penalties
at the end of the game.
I don't want to see penalties, so that's heartbreaking.
I think Alisson will be in goal, though, for this. I do think
Alex.
I do think he's in goal.
Seriously. That's heavy shouts. I think
we have to win this competition, man. Who would you go with then? Give me your lineup prediction. Just off the top.
I don't want to rotate too many players, but yeah, Kelleher.
I would play Trent in midfield and Gomez right back.
Yes.
Kwanzaa and Konate, Tsimikas.
Okay.
Trent, maybe Harvey.
Okay.
And Jones, maybe.
Trent, Harvey, and Jones is not bad trio.
It's not bad, you know.
I like it.
3 English players.
I like it, mate.
And then Nunez.
Let's
got to start, mate. He's got to score some goals. He's not going to do that if he's not starting.
Nunez, Benzog.
Bendok's injured. I've got an injury update for you. He's just had a big knee operation. He's out for ages. Who else could play? You could play Harvey where Mo plays, and then maybe put... Apparently Gravenberch was just fatigue. But Endo... Or maybe play Endo, Trent, and Curtis.
I don't want to be in the club's place now. Because it's
a tough decision.
It's tough decision, exactly. So
100%. 2-1 to, and then up front with him, Nunez, Diaz, and Salah. Then
again, and then against Arsenal, bro. 3 days later, Arsenal.
We've got to win this game. Or Gakpo, I don't know, but Nunez has got to start.
Alex.
2-1 to Liverpool. 1-0 win with kids. Not sure about that. Charles, Captain Sal says 1-0 Liverpool. Don't forget, West Ham will be putting out their strongest team for this game. Where is the CDM? Well, it'd either be Trent or Endo in that position. We lose if we play that team in midfield, says Eric. What do I know, Eric? I'm just here. You're watching the channel. We're not making the decisions, but we can talk about them. Big up to you. Make sure you subscribe. Football's always been about winning the midfield battle, says Yuri. Very Michael Owen comment there. Of course. Yeah, of course. If you score goals, you win games. 4-0 Arsenal. I'm not sure about that, says Caleb. Play Szoboszlai on the wing. F it, says Tony Montana.
Szoboszlai on the wing.
Have we thought of that before? Have we ever thought of playing Szoboszlai in Salah's position, maybe, or even Diaz's position?
He played a few games, but not from the beginning. Later on during the game, he played as a winger. Yeah.
But yeah, let us know your score predictions, your lineup predictions. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. You're going 2-1 Liverpool as well.
I got 2-1 for us. Yeah.
Right, it is time for that injury update. Pep Lijnders was speaking to the press today ahead of the big game against West Ham tomorrow night, and he said this: "We're hearing that McAllister will be back the first week of January, so that's maybe the Newcastle game, Chelsea game, yeah, out till Jan. Doak out for a significant time. Gravenberch, it was apparently only fatigue, so that's good." Jota, full team training by the end of this week. And Robbo, few weeks away still. And Thiago, no update. And
Thiago, no update.
Wasn't even mentioned.
Why Thiago, no update?
I don't know. I'm starting to really just lose my head with the whole Thiago situation now, if I'm honest.
It's getting nasty, lads.
It is. But there's your injury update. It's not good,
I expect that Thiago could be fit in, I don't know, a couple of weeks.
It's because he's been around the place. You see him at training, coming in his clothes, looking fly. at the game on Sunday with
Get
Robertson.
nasty, lad.
It's not great though, is it?
No.
Realistically, so we'll see how that one finishes with Thiago. Jota won't play until the Newcastle game, says Scallywag 00. I doubt we'll even see Thiago again, says Yuri. Thoughts on Endo starting this Saturday due to his performance and Joe Gomez as right back. #Bosch, says Joey.
Alex, what do you think of the Endo performance against United?
It was okay.
He was good.
It was okay.
He was good.
Good. Just good. Yeah. There was bits of it I liked. Doyle before the game said he almost runs like he's in quicksand sometimes, which I thought was a bit of an unfair statement. But it was okay. It was okay.
I cannot agree with Doyle this time.
I think Trent was our best player, our most creative player. Thiago will win it for us in Dublin, says Mohammed. So I don't know. Is he never playing? Is he winning it trophy for us? I don't know what's going on.
Let me sign in where
Yeah.
you can sign. Yeah, of
Honestly,
course, I take
please,
that.
I'll take that.
All day
right
long,
now, my
lads.
friend. Thiago stealing a living, says Charles. He hasn't played since April.
I don't remember his last game, but this season he never played.
He hasn't played once this season, which
even
is just
2
mental.
minutes.
Even 2 minutes. And Bajcetic as well. When are we going to get an update there? That's dragging on now as well. Let us know how you feel to all of that. McAllister is so pivotal to how we play, says Scallywag. He is. You know, when he's not in the team, you do miss that connecting kind of through the line passes. Thiago will be in Barca or Saudi, says Ed. God, I just want it to just get better. Just play a few. As I said, 3 standing ovations. That's all I need from Thiago. And then you can go to Saudi if you want. But Bajcetic has got growing pains. Listen, he's like 18, 19. He's still growing.
Pains.
Yeah. You've never had that, have you?
I never play footy on that level. Oh, okay, I get it now.
No, because he's gone from like 5'10" to like 6'2" in like a year.
Get some scrum.
I think he's eating scrum.
It's more like
I think he's
get
eating
some
scrum.
protein.
A video went round of him the other day in Liverpool in Bold Street in Starbucks. Yeah, he's having a coffee in there.
Not in Elif.
No, I think it was Starbucks.
He needs some protein. He needs to get some.
Elif is in your head. Elif and El Toros are the only source of protein in the city of Liverpool, isn't it?
Not solely, but the main sources of protein. What?
Peppers as well.
I'm going tonight, Peppers.
Oh, you are.
Marcia told me I'm gonna cook something, but I'm gonna give you tomorrow for lunch when you go Anfield. So you have to get some stuff from Peppers.
Chicken and rice, lad.
Chicken and you know the score already.
Lads,
you know me.
In Peppers. Shit,
you know.
all there, lads.
And his boss, you don't like it, I know.
Would you swap Ivan Toney for Nunez?
No, come on.
No, come on.
No.
Alié says I would. He's a Liverpool fan and would love to join.
He's very good, Ivan Toney.
He's a very good player. Right, an update today as well from Florian Plettenberg that says the tendency is that Schmadtke will support Liverpool in the upcoming January transfer window as a sporting director. After that, the collaboration is supposed to end. We knew it was a kind of short-term job, but he says all parties value each other and are very satisfied with the project. However, Schmadtke is currently planning to step back. Klopp and Schmadtke are still very good friends.
I'm going to tell you this. Schmadtke, if you want to save your face in front of all Liverpool supporters, bring us Paulinho from Fulham and then do whatever you want.
Really?
I want to go with Paulinho like now from the first day of the market.
Arsenal like him, Bayern Munich
I
like
don't care. I don't care. We have to get him. We are the best. We have to get him.
That lad, he was so close to Bayern Munich already.
That lad against us.
Can't see us getting him.
That lad against us in the 4-3. He was monumental.
Really?
Mate.
I wasn't at the game, to be fair.
No, mate. He played alone against the 3 Liverpool midfielders. Yeah. He did all job. Absolutely boss. Absolutely baller in the midfield. So get him now. 50, 60. He's 30 years old. I don't care. If they want 50, they want 60 million. Get him. With him, it's gonna be completely different Liverpool. Mate, I didn't expect that he's that good. He's gonna change the season.
See it happening.
He's gonna change the season for us. Trust me, bro.
Remy says he's too old. Paulinho too old.
He's 29. He's 30. He can play for another. If he's that good on 30, he's gonna be that good even in 2-3 seasons. We're gonna get him for 2-3 seasons. He's not gonna play for till 40. But for 2-3 seasons, he will make the difference. He's a beast.
Riku says agreed. He's a bit too old, even though he looks like a 22.
29 is not old. Jack is
Exactly.
30. You are 30. You're not old.
Not yet.
29. You're not old. I'm old. I'm 34.
I've still got a month.
I'm old. I'm 34.
Don't be putting me in them categories yet, mate. I'm in my 20s. Just
my 20s. You know
hanging on by a thread, mate. Next up, some really heartwarming content today coming out of Liverpool. The players were at Alder Hey Hospital. You know, Jurgen Klopp playing with the sick kids that are in there. It's a hospital that's very close to the club and the city's heart. Both clubs, Everton and Liverpool. Every year we go there and deliver presents to the kids, and sometimes whatever's happening on the pitch, you see stuff like that, right? Terminally ill children, and Jurgen Klopp is treating them as if he's their dad and he's looking after them. He's really engaging with them. It's unbelievable to see that, man. And I'm so proud of our club and the traditions that we have from doing that every year. And how can you not love Jurgen when he's, that side of him is unbelievable, and it should be seen more, by the rival fans. So yeah, shout out to the club for that today. That was
we drink every
that was beautiful
before Christmas every year.
Every year, yeah.
And it's beautiful, very beautiful. And the kids in the hospital, Alder Hey Hospital, they deserve it,
of
mate.
Course, man.
They deserve it. It's beautiful gesture.
Shout out to Riku, who says AGT literally looks 25.
Riku is very active tonight. He's not catching the train or stuff.
Why are you laughing? I have not. AGT going on Roy Keane again. No, the players there, it's an absolute disgrace there, right? I'd be going in there swinging. It's a disgrace.
Same. Wow.
It's all right, isn't it?
You got it, mate.
Well, he's chatting about arrogance, but he walked out on his country, mate, at the World Cup.
He's the most arrogant player I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's talking about arrogance.
Yeah.
Relax, lads. Come on.
Yeah. Right, last up, Arsenal on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff at Anfield.
Alex, this is your game, bro.
This is my game.
This is your game.
Out of all the games at Anfield, this is the one where
I can see how important it is for you, mate. Seriously.
I don't think there's been a more important game for a long time.
I know.
And it's because I'm in the office with them every day, and they're going, wait till I come to Anfield, man. I'm going to slap you up. I'm going to see you after. I'm going to dance in your face.
Yeah.
Jesus. I was actually speaking to Julian last night about coming up to Anfield after what he said about Liverpool. I said, be careful, mate. But yeah, Arsenal coming up. Score prediction. How are you feeling before this game? Biggest game of the season, top of the table clash.
It's top of the table clash. It's gonna be a completely different game from what we saw against the red team from Manchester. Definitely
Red.
The Manchester Red, like the Pro Evolution Soccer. Arsenal, they play footy.
North London Red.
And North London Red, they play good footy. They are very good team. They will come to Anfield to win the game. Fair enough. This is the attitude of the great team.
Merseyside Red. They're looking real nice this year, dude.
I can't be serious like that.
So
God. They will try to do the game. They will try to play like they play in April against us. Arsenal is a great team. Respect for them. They got great players. Odegaard, I watched like first half against Brighton at home. Probably the only one game I watched is not Liverpool game related to Liverpool this season in the Premier League. And Odegaard is amazing.
He's a very good
Saka is unbelievable. Declan Rice. I prefer pasta than rice, but he's boss. I'm honest. No, seriously, mate. Declan Rice is boss.
No, he is some play, It's like before the game's even started, he's already got 7 out of 10 player rating. Like that. Every single week. He will score some really important goals against United, against Luton, but he does the stuff that I don't think that people necessarily think is sexy football, but it does win you games.
You need player like this.
And when you look at the 2-2 last year, which actually in the end we should have won that 4-2. But you look at that team that we played against, they had Rob Holding, Saliba didn't play that game. In the midfield you had Xhaka. Now they've got Saliba and Declan Rice.
Risotto is very good player, mate.
Risotto.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously, he changed the whole Arsenal team. When you get a player like
this,
we
need actually.
Exactly.
It's what we need.
You say that he's doing the dirty job. but this is the most important job to have a massive, to balance the team. And Declan Rice is definitely one of the best defensive midfielders.
Youngish says, if you had to pick, would you take a draw right now? No. Are
you kidding?
No, I wouldn't.
Are you kidding?
You have to smash Arsenal, says Criminalistic.
Really?
Arsenal game will be all about the counter-attack. It will be very open, says Scallywag. 3-2 in Liverpool's favour. Tony Montana going for 2-2. Ed saying we need to humble Robbie and Troops. I was chatting to Troops the other day about this game. He's excited. He said whoever wins this game wins the league.
Calma. That's too far. Calma.
A little bit, yeah.
If you win this game and then you drop points against Burnley and against other teams, I mean, like it's a long way still.
It's a long way still.
But it's very important mentally.
But mentally, that's what I think he meant. Like they can't, or they haven't found a way to win at Anfield. They've beaten Man City, which they didn't do that for ages. They haven't done that away though. Yeah. But all the Arsenal fans I know say the game at Anfield is our biggest game every year. So, yeah, I'm going for a slim Liverpool win, but again, we'll have the full preview on that. Listen, it's been a great show, right? Episode 97, we're ticking along. Do you know what? If you actually add the dates up, it's going to be episode 100 around the time when I'm 30 in January. My birthday's
We need to celebrate properly when you do the episode 100.
Oh, no. Yeah, bring some calzones in and we'll have a good time.
This is not celebration, bro.
No, especially if there's semolina flour in there. I'm straight in the toilet.
Semolina flour.
Like I was last night. Right, we're going to wrap it up there. Oh, singing, eh? Right, Mario, I will see you. When will I see you? Tomorrow night. And then I'll see you tomorrow night.
If you come to the game, I hope.
If I make it.
If you make it, I really hope to see you tomorrow. Oh, hope you after the game and you know.
No, honestly, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one tomorrow night and Saturday. I can't wait to be there at Anfield. It's been a while.
I know.
The only time I've been there recently is to a fraudulent award show.
Ultimate experience and
the ultimate experience.
Yeah.
And I think a Europa League game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the big one on Saturday. But before that, we play West Ham. If you've liked this video, like it. It's very simple.
Yeah, we're nice lads. Simple. Like it, lads.
I'm doing free content for you, so press that like button. Get us in the algorithm. Don't do that noise. Comment and then go and subscribe. And if you're listening on audio, what should do, Mazza? What have they got to do on the audio platform? The sausage.
Follow it and give us five-star rating. You know, lads.
There you go, kids.
Why are you asking me twice?
Because the more you tell them, the more
they
do
the more
it. Hopefully. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, guys, take care. I'll see you soon. All the best.
All the best. Oh
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.